could she do this to me? I'm her best friend. Ignoring me and replacing me with a new girl who just came yesterday? Unbelievable. This was my mind's chatter when I was in grade 4 and my best friend Sanjana turned her face away from me and started talking to our new classmate Tanvi. Have you ever experienced the feeling of betrayal when you were just in grade 4? I was devastated. I couldn't eat properly, I couldn't focus in my studies, I was visibly sad. When I discussed this with my other friends, they said, "Girl, are you silly? Give her her freedom. She's not yours. She has all the rights to talk to anyone she wants to." This was their reaction. That deepened my own. So I stopped sharing this with anyone else, even to my parents. I felt lonely. I wondered why this is only so painful for me and just a normal event for others. I was turning toxic all the time Sanjana spoke to Tanvi. I hated them so much. Thanks to scientists and psychologists like Fluid and Erickson who study the development of tweens in the age group of 8 to 12. These theories explain how failing to resolve the conflict of tween brains results in an undesirable adult behavior. Now, the world is only focusing either on babies, when they're going to walk, when they're going to talk, when they're going to eat, or on teenagers. What is their emotional problem? What are they going to study next? What is their future? In between, there's one category, tweens, us. Our emotional development is the most important to build a better society and a better world. You want to know how? Let me explain. Hi, I'm Janyuktha Bharathi from Chennai. I'm in 5th grade now. I belong to a big joint family. I'm always a cheerful and happy person and I have many friends. Researchers say that children who grow up in a joint family develop social skills, have emotional support, and they're easy to interact with. No wonder I like socializing being born in a joint family. I had always been special to everyone around me until one day when my sister was born. I suddenly had this weird feeling. No one at home noticed it, no one saw it, but I was drowning in it. Unattended, unloved, not important, not so special. I was getting everything I used to get, but I had this feeling. There are n number of cases in case studies that shows the feeling of insecurity of older children after the sibling is born. Like that, I became a big time attention seeker. Rage, jealousy, anger became my permanent emotion. And there was a feeling of rejection. And I mildly started to question my self-worth. As if this was not enough, there was a thunderbolt out of the blue. Even though I had this problem at home, I was very happy with my friends at school. Suddenly, a girl called Tanvi comes to my class and the whole episode of my life-shattering ordeal, which I just shared with you now, happened. Those were the darkest hours of my life. Let me explain the science behind this. In the tween age, the limbic system of our brain undergoes development and reorganization, causing heightened emotional sensitivity. Even a pencil dropping down when I write is a huge irritation for me. This emotional sensitivity makes tweens more reactive to social situations, especially related to friendship. And we are prone to experiencing a roller coaster of emotions like sadness, anger, and frustration. I would like to share some real life examples and extreme reaction by tweens. Recently in Tamil Nadu, an 8-year-old tween girl who's very famous in Instagram for making reels committed suicide. You know why? Just because her parents scolded her in front of her friends for playing on the road. And there's also another incident where a 12-year-old girl in Coimbatore ran out of her house after fighting with her mother. So, be aware of the fact that tweens are in the process of creating their social identity and seeking acceptance and validation from their same age group friends. Incidents like these directly affects us and damages our self-worth because our brain operates from the emotional center and not the logical center. When these kids become adults, they have problem in their confidence, in their office, in their relationships, and this is the problem that divorces are raising these days. And I would like to share 3 things that helped me in my story. Point number 1, sharing. When things went out of my control, I burst out to my mother. And a person hearing me without any judgment itself gave me a big relief. I felt safe and light. Point number 2, acknowledgement. After listening to me, my mother told, I totally understand how you feel. I also gone through this when I was in your age, and this is totally normal. I was like, what? My friends were telling me that I was only blowing up the issue and I was only making it big. But here's my mother explaining me it's all because of my age and my brain. After hearing that, I was amazed. Point number 3, active communication. The very next day, I went to school. I told my friends Tanvi and Sanjana how I felt. I honestly expressed everything to them. And after hearing me, they said, oh, sorry Janyuktha, we didn't know you felt this way. We are very sorry. And after that, we three patched up and now we are best friends for life. I solved this issue with the support of my family and friends. But I'm very sad for other children who have the same or other problem but have no support. So I'm going to create a community called Tweens I'm Enough Community, and I'm going to give you my email ID, and any tween child in the world can mail me if they have any turmoil or issues, and I'm here to mail you back. But I'm not an expert, and I'm here to mail you back saying you're loved, you're attended, and you're heard. Thank you.